Hello, I'm Steve Weber, the host of Book Cheapskate. We're running down the top 10 free Kindle books featured today on bookcheapskate.com. Happy Tuesday, everyone. It's October 7th, 2025. As always, I'm joined by my co-host and bookroom sidekick, Cassandra. Good morning, Cass.
Good morning. And wow, what a list we have today. Seriously diverse.
Right. We've got everything from intense romance to post-apocalyptic treks and even Benjamin Franklin. It's quite the mix.
Definitely. If you're looking for military secrets or, cozy mysteries with bubble tea, it's all here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So our goal today really is to take a quick deep dive, figure out why these specific 10 are the top freebies right now, what makes them stand out.
Yeah, what's the hook? These are free right now. Great value additions to your Kindle library.
Let's jump straight in then. Book one. This one looks like it packs an emotional punch.
It does. Book one is On My Knees. That's the Bridge series. Book one, by Meredith Wild, second chance romance.
And it's got that high-stakes setup right away. The main character, she walks away from Cameron Bridge.
Right, when he proposes, no less.
Ouch. And her reason is, her family's falling apart. She doesn't want him carrying her burdens.
Yeah, it's that sort of noble but ultimately heartbreaking self-sacrifice thing. She thinks she's giving him a better life.
But of course, it doesn't work out that way for her. Years later, her life is described as hollow, just drowning out the regret. Pretty bleak.
That's the core of second chance romance, isn't it? The split wasn't about lost love, more like a bad calculation made for love.
And then bam, fate steps in. They meet again in New York City.
And he's different, older, stronger, scarred. That always signals some serious backstory and probably some protective instincts kicking in.
The description mentions it's an angsty standalone but ends with an HEA.
A happily ever after. Yes,
Yeah.
That's crucial in romance. You get the angst, the emotional turmoil, but you're guaranteed that satisfying resolution. It makes the journey, worth it for the reader.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, let's switch gears pretty dramatically for book two. We're going from that internal angst to military action.
Right. Book two is Honor, Blackstone series Book one by J.L. Drake, military romance.
This one focuses on Major Mark Lopez. He's described as the light, the steady laugh.
But, and this is key, his strength comes from a painful past. Never really knew safety as a kid, so he's driven to protect others.
That protector archetype.
Yeah.
Okay. And the story kicks off when he's vulnerable himself.
Exactly. A mission goes wrong, there's a blast, he lands in a hospital bed, and that's where he meets Mia Harper.
Let me guess. Beautiful. Mysterious.
Bingo. Sharp eyes, a knowing smile, and, crucially, a secret. Mark's instantly drawn in.
But it's not just attraction, is it? Something about his past comes back.
Yeah, something from 25 years ago starts resurfacing. And it seems connected to her or her secret.
Okay. So the romance is tied directly to this old mystery. He has to figure out what really happened back then.
Right. It makes the personal stakes inseparable from the plot stakes. Unraveling the past is key to their potential future. It adds another layer, I think.
Definitely raises the tension. All right, let's make that sharp turn we talked about. Book three, Goodbye Romance, Hello Apocalypse.
Yeah, this is Lone Star Odyssey, First Steps by David Wilson, post-apocalyptic survival. And it gets grim fast.
The protagonist, Talon Clark. He's ex-military, USMC and contractor, over 20 years service. All he wants is to be back home on his Texas ranch with his family.
The dream, right, and poof, gone.
How does it go down? False flag ops, then EMP attacks.
That's the 1-2 punch. EMPs take out the grid, communication, everything. Civil order just collapses, cities are burning, it's pretty bleak.
And Talon, he's stuck far from home.
Yep, 1,400 miles away in D.C., his family's back in Texas.
And he has to walk, with just a week's worth of supplies in his get-home bag.
That's the setup. The title First Steps really highlights the enormous challenge. It's not going to be quick or easy.
I like that focus on realism. It's not about finding some magic tech solution. It's about the brutal reality of crossing a collapsed country on foot.
Pure endurance. And that powerful drive getting back to family fuels it all. It tests that whole prepper idea, but with real emotional weight.
Okay, let's pull back from the edge of civilization and dive back into deep emotions for book four.
Back to romance, but a very different kind. Drowning in Stars by Deborah Anastasia. Emotional romance.
This one sounds like it builds on a deep childhood connection. Pixie and Gay's neighbors since they were 11.
Yeah, shared history, blowing bubbles, Nerf guns, secrets. He even walked a tightrope 5 stories up for her once.
Whoa. Okay, that's dedication.
And she shone a light for him when he was scared of the dark. It sets up this really strong, almost innocent bond.
Which makes the central conflict heavier. There's a big twist
A
mentioned.
huge one. At some point, Pixie had to make an impossible choice. Literally life and death. Who got to live, who didn't.
And she chose him. Gaze.
She chose him. And the kicker is, he must never know. She carries that secret, that she saved him at someone else's expense.
Wow. That's a massive burden. It's not just keeping a secret from him. It fundamentally changes her reality, knowing that.
Exactly. That kind of intense internal struggle is what drives these high-angst romances. The guilt becomes almost a character itself.
Deep stuff. Okay, let's shift into a different kind of struggle with Book 5. We're entering the world of lit RPG.
Yes. Alpha Zero, which is Alpha Lit RPG Book 1 by Arthur Stone. Sword and sorcery fantasy, but with game mechanics.
Right, lit RPG, literary role-playing game. For anyone new to it, think fantasy worlds, but with things like levels, skills, stats, like in a video game, actually part of the story.
And this protagonist starts at, well, absolute zero, like the title says. He's an empty child, shouldn't even exist. Usually they're stillborn.
He's 13, crippled, barely able to walk. A burden to his clan.
It's a classic setup for maximum growth potential, right? You start at the absolute bottom. Perfect for a lit RPG where strategy and understanding the system might matter more than raw strength, especially initially.
And something happens. Unexpected guests arrive.
Yeah, that's the catalyst. The old way of life is over for him. He realizes it's either finally die or figure out how to survive on his own, likely using whatever game system exists in this world.
Evolve or perish is that power fantasy element, watching someone overcome incredible odds.
Definitely. Starting as a crippled outcast gives him the longest and potentially most satisfying journey upward.
Okay, big jump now. We're rewinding the clock about 200 years for Book 6, Regency Historical Romance.
That's right. A Deal with the Duke, the Davenport's Book 1 by G.L. Snodgrass. Get ready for dukes and strict social rules.
Lady Elizabeth Fulton. She sounds desperate, trying to find her missing brother, the Earl, to save the family's reputation.
And she's forced to look in all the wrong places for a lady, gambling dens, brothels. If she's discovered, it's instant ruin. Reputation was everything back then.
And wouldn't you know it, she gets caught making a scene by a duke.
Of course. The Duke of Cambridge, no less. He finds her, described as sharp-tongued and headstrong.
Which in Regency speak means future Duchess.
Pretty much. And this sets up that great trope. Forced proximity. He can't just leave her there to face disaster.
Like being dead before sunrise or worse, sold to a Manchester brothel. Yikes.
So he has to escort her, protect her, even though they might initially clash. They're thrown together by crisis.
It's a classic way to accelerate intimacy in that restrictive society. Enemies, or at least wary strangers, forced to trust each other, lead straight to love, usually.
It's a reliable and fun formula. Okay, let's leave the gritty London streets for something much lighter. Book 7.
Cozy mystery time.
Yep.
We're in Honeysuckle Bend for Books, Bubble and Bodies, Honeysuckle Bend Book 1 by Lisa Peavy.
You gotta love that title. And the setup is pure cozy. Callie runs a book cafe, expects quiet days, tea, reading.
The perfect peaceful scene about to be disrupted.
Exactly. A weird journal shows up in a donation box, leads her to an old Creole manor and a body. A prominent friend, Alma Jessup.
Oh, dear. So the stakes aren't world-ending, but they're huge for this small town, disrupting the peace.
That's the heart of cozy mystery. And the suspects are always part of the charm. Snooty bridge ladies, a shady planner, a bad boy carpenter. It's about the social dynamics and the puzzle.
Callie and her friends, Josh and Maya, get drawn into solving it. It's less about gore, more about untangling secrets in a charming setting.
Comfort reading with a satisfying puzzle. Plus, promise of more books, more bodies, and more bubble tea. You know what you're getting.
Good value with Book 8's a whole box set. 5 books for free.
Yeah, Snowkiss Love Complete box set. Books 1 to 5 by Violet Vaughn. Contemporary romance, set in Breckenridge, Colorado. Very snowy.
Great for binge reading.
Mm-hmm.
So Casey Cassidy moves there, looking for a family man, and trying to get over someone named Jason.
Chick in check, she meets Blaine Johnson, described as a hunky surfer turned ski instructor. Sounds perfect, right?
Almost. There's always a catch in Book 1 and 5. He has a big secret.
A big one. It keeps things simmering, prevents them from fully committing. It's the engine for the series' drama, really.
And the description mentions healing past trauma is a theme. So the secret isn't just a plot device.
Seems like it's tied to his past, something he needs to overcome for them to move forward. And then, of course, Jason, the old flame, shows back up.
The classic triangle. She has to choose the stable future she thinks she wants with Blaine or the consuming love with Jason.
Exploring that chemistry versus compatibility question across 5 snowy books. Lots to dive into there.
Okay, brace yourself for maybe the biggest genre jump yet. Book 9.
We are going way back. It's the autobiography of Benjamin Franklin.
From contemporary romance box sets to a founding father. Why is this classic freebie on the list today? What's the draw for a modern reader?
Well, it's more than just history. It's often seen as like a blueprint for self-improvement. Franklin's journey from apprentice to world figure is all about self-education and perseverance.
Right. The themes mentioned are industry, frugality, virtue, ambition, his whole system for tracking virtues.
Exactly. That systematic approach to personal development, trying to achieve moral perfection. It still resonates today, especially for people interested in leadership or, just getting better.
It's about taking control, shaping your own life and potential. Enduring wisdom, as they say, still relevant for entrepreneurs, leaders, anyone really.
It's fascinating, isn't it? You go from a lit RPG character trying to level up stats in a game
To Franklin literally creating a system to level up his virtues in real life.
a nice bit of symmetry there. Okay, one more. Book 10 brings us back to fantasy.
Epic high fantasy this time. Daughter of Fate, The Knights of Lana Book 1 by Aaron Hodges.
Classic hero's journey set up here. Pila is 17, never left Earth now, never held a sword, totally unprepared.
And then the Knights of Alana attack. Sounds ominous.
Very. They take her mother, other villagers, accuse them of worshipping false gods. The penalty is the ultimate price. Grim.
Pele escapes, but she's powerless against knights. What's her hope?
Her uncle Devon. He's a legendary warrior from a time when magic was everywhere, but now he's old, retired, reluctant.
Ooh. Ah, the reluctant mentor trope. Always a good one. The washed-up hero called back for one last fight.
Right. Her challenge isn't just learning to fight herself. It's convincing him to take up his sword again, to stand against this darkness. The fate of her people rests on reigniting his old fire.
It's a strong hook. The untested youth needing to inspire the jaded veteran. A powerful way to round out our top 10. Well, thanks for joining us today. And remember, if you want to download any of the books we've mentioned today for free from Amazon, visit us at bookcheapskate.com and you'll have all the links right there. But do it now. These books are free today, but might be back to full price tomorrow. Also, along with those freebies, the site have a ton of specials on deeply discounted Kindle books and also a heads up on the best new releases. Every morning, it's all brand new. Cass will do it again tomorrow.
Sounds good. Farewell and happy reading, everyone.
Until then, keep on opening new worlds with great books without opening your wallet. And whatever you do, remember this. When you read,
Your mind becomes its own kingdom.